Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Queen Emilia Donatus. So today is that day that I will sing for you. Today is that day that will give you the best of the best. Sing along with me anywhere you can hear the sound of my voice. Subscribe to my channel. And today is Thursday. Let's get you started and be content. Subscribe to my channels, like and comment. Alright? Yeah. So let's go. A lot of things I want to talk about. A lot of things I want to educate us on. A lot of things I want to tell us that might stand as a limitation to our lives. But those things I want to say to you today, they are the things that has either make us or the things that has made us or either destroy us. So choose whom you serve this day. Either you want to be on the brighter side or you want to be on the limitation side. But the most important thing is you have to be a person of purpose. When purpose is not fulfilled, so what is not obtainable at your end? What is that you that you're not proud of? Something that could actually cause you pains. Something that could actually cause you limitations. Something that could actually make you to lose yourself, right? But today is that day that we have to talk about humanity principles. I need you every year, most gracious Lord. No tender voice like thine. Oh, be my God. I need thee. Oh, I need you every year. I need you. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. I just want to say good afternoon to all my listeners. Good afternoon to all my subscribers. Like, comment, and share. So I want to have a conversation with you today. Tell me any song of your choice you want me to sing for you, and I will sing for you right away. But that's something we need to do. Let's go. Subscribe to my channels, like. My name is Queen Emilia. I am on a mission of building a sustainable development where love thrives. Oh yeah, oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Saludos de Macedonia. Wow, how are you? If at Can you write English, Joan? Write English, please. If to say I get to superpowers. Maddie, welcome. I see you. Hi, Maddie. Ah, I'll come meet you where you day. Now me be Cinderella. Now me be baby. Oh, I'll come meet you where you day. I say for ma. Who be for ma? If a man know they do like this, so they alive. be they allow. They all another do like this. If you join me hands to thank for me, are telling me what you say you do. Eh. Mm. I say for more, who be for more. If I know they do like this, they allow, who be they allow. Good afternoon. How are you? Tell me where you're streaming from. My name is Queen Emilia Donatus, and I'm streaming with you from Nigeria. Juan Miguel, Juan Manuel, can you actually speak English and show you subscribe and like? Comment, let's go. I'll be forgiven at a time. She was begging to be mine. I told her not to cry, everything will be alright. Is now I wonder how this now my only best friend. If not you, tell me where till you go do your best friend. I'ma get him fair, tell me fair, tell me fair. I'ma get me, Ati party me, Ati shiny, Ati oda. Where till you go do your best friend. This not party me, Remy, yeah, yeah. Gay wire. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah. I not gonna be take how many more lie. She's supposed to bring my wife to bring the light in my life. She's my personal Percy, not a normalcy. I go swear it's not gonna happen again. No. This not my biggest mistake. Oh. I'm a girl, not gonna put me for shame. Oh. I'm a girl, not gonna put me for shame. Ah, ooh. If not you, tell me waiting you go do your best friend. I'ma get him fair, tell me fair, tell me fair. I'ma get me, arty party me, oti shoni oti oda. Waiting you go do your best friend. The snap party me, or me, yeah, yeah. So are you ready, guys? Oh, 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 oh. Eh? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Eh? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Eh? Oh, 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 eh. Oh, mere mama, oh, mere mama, oh, mere mama. Oh, mere mama, oh, mere mama, oh, mere mama. Jesus, the honor of myself. With you, nothing shall be impossible. Oh, Lord, da, 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 da. Okay, guys, so welcome back. Let's have a conversation, right? So that was a breathing to warm me up. Let's have something to talk about. And I know that you have something to say, but I like to analyze this song. Very important. I love you, love. Having heard in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of your goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. 'Cause all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath I am able, oh, I will sing of your goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. Oh, and I live in the goodness of God. Hey, 'cause all my life you have been faithful. Oh, all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath I am able, oh, I will sing of your goodness of God. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. When my eyes lay down, I surrender all. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. I love you. So guys, let's go. Anywhere you are hearing the sound of my voice, let's take it one step at a time. Things that needs to be important, very, very important. Take it. Let's go. So today is Thursday. There are a lot of mistakes young people do. You have to be a youth with purpose. You have to be a youth with purpose. Whatever you do, you have to understand that there are times and seasons for everyone. Do not be in competition with others. Set your goals right. Be a youth with purpose. It's very important for you to be a youth with purpose. Don't just do things because others are doing it. There is a variation between destiny and purpose. What is your purpose? Destiny is different from purpose. So anywhere you are, watch out. Yesterday is not ours to recover. Yesterday is not ours to recover. But tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Don't you give up. Yesterday is not ours to recover. Today, yesterday is not ours to recover. But tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Don't you give up on hopes. Very important. Yesterday is not ours to recover. But tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Don't you give up. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your time? Every time you sit and talk with people, what are you doing with your time? What do you envision yourself for? After today, what would you be remembered of? Time and change. Time, change is constant. What is not changing in your life? What is not changing in your life? Anywhere you are. What are you doing that's not working? Understanding God's plan for you is better than your own understanding. A man of prayer is a man of power. When you understand who you are, you will not be a hired byproduct for success execution. You have to be a man of purpose. Refuse to be a hoodlum. Refuse to constitute nuisance. You have to understand that everybody have their timeline and spaces. Do not do things because others are doing them. Find your niche and thrive. Find your purpose and thrive. Focus on your ambition. Don't try to be somebody else you're not. When you try to be somebody else, you're going to be left behind. But when you try to be yourself, you're going to achieve the productive results that is needed. Remember, value makes a difference in your results. It's not how far, but how well. It's not who started first, but who's gonna finish too well. It's not about who built a house first, but who's gonna enjoy the house. It's not about who bought a car first. We're not on the same timeline. You need to understand that. As a young person, as a student, as a techpreneur or an entrepreneur, what are you doing differently that makes you stand out? Find your purpose and thrive. If you've not found your purpose, embark on self-discovery. When you embark on self-discovery, you will have the ability to rediscover your hidden potentials. You will have the ability to rediscover hidden talents in you that you don't know they exist. So stop being a hoodlum. Stop being an accompanist. Rather, be a child of purpose, a man of purpose, a woman of purpose, a girl of purpose with dignity. When you read the Bible in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1 and 2, it said, write down your vision and make it plain. You cannot have a purpose when you don't have a vision. You cannot have a vision when you don't have an identity. You have to understand that the principles are not the same. Who are you? What should it be referenced as? What would people remember you for? What identity do you have? What identity have you created for yourself? What identity have you developed for yourself? That you're born poor is not an error, but if you die poor, it's an error. That you came from a poor background, it's not an error. But if you fail to succeed, it's a big error. What steps did you take to thrive in your time? When you read through Ecclesiastes 12:6 says, remember neither creator in the days of thy youth. Proverbs 6:7 says, in all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your path. What are you doing differently? Before you begin to call yourself a big boy, what makes you a big boy? What do you have? It's not about the how many girlfriends you have. Have you been able to fend for yourself? Did you work hard for your money? Or you became a cyber theft? You become a cyber thief, robbing other people of their hard-earned money and decide to become a lousy big boy. Because you lack purpose, And that is why you have to commit site crime, cyber security crime. But when you're a man of purpose, you don't need to dupe another person to stay relevant. You work your own money. As a creator, you don't stay and become a complainant. You build and develop. These are principles that governs and make you to become resourceful and powerful. Whatever you're doing, you have to understand that there is time and season for everybody. When it's not yet your time to thrive, you're going nowhere. Trust me when I say that. When it's time for you to manifest, you will manifest. And whatever you envision, call it into manifestation. Now, I like to talk to you about this. Taking advantage of the social media as a creator, first of all, you need to have an understanding of what you want to become or what you want to be called to action. What name do you want to be called? What identity do you want to be recognized for? What priority do you have? Have you found your purpose yet? Have you discovered who you are? We are in the era of digitalization. What do you make out of it? Do you come to the social media and start abusing people or start constituting nuisance? What purpose are you thriving? Now, I want you to understand that taking advantage of the social media space in alleviating financial stress amongst the youth. Of course, Mark Zuckerberg invented Facebook. Or how old was he when he invented Facebook? He was 14 years old. You that is 18 years old, you that is 10, you that is 18, what have you created? Where is your creation? What have you written? Nothing. Sagging, baggy trouser, taking some weed, humanizing, taking around one girl or the other, carrying up women upon women. Is that all you're good at? Is that all you can make for yourself? There are things you need to understand that you need to do that is very important. Number one is let it be about the opportunities on the social media space for youth. If you're striving to excel as a creator, you have to cover a niche that has to be about opportunities that thrive within the youth. Now, I want you to understand how to excel in social media as a man of purpose, as a woman of purpose, as a child of excellence. Don't forget, ensure you subscribe to my channels, like and comment. But you have to ensure you are a man and a woman of a purpose. Very important. Now, number one of how to build wealth on social media, first of all, is set your goals right. You have to have goals. Remember, we're talking about purpose. Set your goals right. You have to be a man of purpose. So, when you're a man or a woman of purpose, you have to set your goals right. You have to understand your goals, purpose to thrive. You have to understand the reason why you are there. Why are you there? When you left home, why are you there? You don't just leave because you want to leave. Don't just go somewhere because you want to go. Do something because you understand it. You don't do something because others are doing it. You don't do something because you want to fulfill your ego and pride. Whatever you don't know, ask questions. Because every exceller must ask questions. For you to achieve extraordinary results, you have to learn to do extraordinary things. Extraordinary things that keeps you outstanding. Extraordinary things that brings you excellent results. Extraordinary things that distinguish you from limitations. Extraordinary things that defines your purpose. You need to understand these factors and follow suit. Number two, identify who you are. In everything you do to actually achieve in that business. Oh my God, I'm your purpose. Well, thank you. How are you, B? How are you, B? Welcome. So, like I said, key point number two, after you have set your goals right, your identify who you are. When you identify who you are, it is very important. When somebody asks you, who are you? Who are you? I mean, you have people in your circles who say, I am a broadcast journalist. I'm Queen Emilia Donatus. Who are you? I'm Queen Emilia Donatus. You, who are you? Identify your identity. Identify who you are. Who do you want to be called? You have to be a man of purpose. Identify who you are. If you must excel in this digitalization world, identify who you are. Number one, set your goals right. Number two, identify who you are. Number three, write a biography of who you want to be. Does that make sense? That you were born poor, it's not an error. If you die poor, it's an error. So when you understand your purpose, you set your goals right. Key point number one. Key point number two, identify who you are. Key point number three, write a detailed biography of who you want to be. I'll give you an instance. If you want to become a banker, let's say, you want to become a lawyer, or you want to become an actor, let's say at this point you are a nobody and you want to become somebody. Whatever you envision, call it into manifestation. That thing you have envisioned in your head that you want to be, call it into manifestation. So you have to write a biography of that thing you have told yourself you want to be, that thing you have envisioned. Write it down. Write it down. When you write it down, trust me, you will not just strive, you'll become purpose driven personality and you will achieve it and gain productive results. So key point number three is write a biography of who you want to be. So if you want, remember, I always say that if you want to be a wealthy man, think like a wealthy man, dress like a wealthy man. If you want to be a king, I speak what Nigerian language? I speak Igbo. I speak Igbo. I speak Calabari too. So I speak Igbo. That I speak a little bit well. So be where you streaming from. Key point number four is after you finish writing a detailed biography of whom you want to become, then identify the place of success. Hmm. Identify the place of success. Identify the place of success. Success means failing to succeed. Of course, write it down. Whatever you envision, call it into manifestation. It works for me. I'm a living testimony of that. Anything you envision, call it into manifestation, it comes. You envision wealth, it's gonna come. And trust me, when it begins to come, please write it down. Because in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1 and 2 says, write down your vision and make it plain. I love to write. When I wake up and have dreams, I write down my dreams. And a friend will ask, Queen, why do you write down your dreams? I said, because I'm a human being. I'm going to forget if I don't write it down. But if I write it down and I put the date of the day I wrote it down, when it comes to manifestation, I can have a testimony to give. I wouldn't have to struggle to remember because it is a spiritual transaction that took place in the realm. When it is not written down, you cannot remember. So for you to thrive, ahụrụ gị n'anya. Ahụrụ gị n'anya. Thank you. I love you too. So it's very important. Anything you need to do it with purpose. Another thing, when you're working in an environment as a staff, don't look for a job because you're bored. Don't go and learn a skills because others are going to learn a skill. Go and look for a job with purpose. Go and learn a skill with a purpose. And trust me, you're going to achieve massive results when you work with purpose. That office you want to go and work for, what is your purpose there? Why do you want to work in that place? Do you actually want to go work in that place because you're bored, you just want to earn money, or you just want to pass time? You should always have an expectation of every task carried out by you. For everything you do, have an expectation, whether it's family, whether it's a relationship, whether it's business, anything you want to invest your time, energy, and creative with, work with purpose. Because a man of purpose is a man of value, and a man of prayer is a man of power. I mean, how does it look like you go to a place where a lot of people are doing certain things and you just go there and just sit down and just start looking? Hello? What value have you added to that place? In every setting I go to, I always say value makes a difference in your results. Oh, I have a friend that looks like you. Really? I say, oh, the person looks like me because I am God's creation, but the person is not me because I am Queen Emilia. We might have similarity complex, but we are not the same person. That is why it is not good for you to lack purpose. It's not good for you to expect alpha in Bravo. It's not good for you to expect Chelsea in Delta. You see two people, you want to compare them. They are not the same. They can never. A there's always a difference between the two individuals. Oh, you had a bad relationship. Maybe the man you had before was toxic and you found someone again that has same body type of the previous person you have, same masculine or same beauty as a lady, and then you begin to have the negative thoughts of your past in the presence. The truth is you're going to destroy yourself by yourself because the truth is you're trying to expect alpha in Bravo. Or you have a scenario where you once had a beautiful, loving woman, and unfortunately, something happened. Either death took her off, or you, as an individual, the relationship didn't work, and you found yourself in another relationship, and now you're trying to make your present relationship to look like your past. Hello, who does that? The Bible says, as our faces are different, so as our desires are. If you find someone who looks like me having a Chinese face like me, does not make that person to be me. Because I came from a different bloodlines, different mentality, different morals, different ethics, different reasoning, different understanding. So certainly we're not going to have same results. You have to always have a door open to your heart. Nobody can ever come in. No, that's not the point. But the point is having clarity to what you want and stick to it. When you have purpose, you have to keep striving until you achieve it. Locking your heart is not the primary goal, but what is obtainable is who are you? When you understand your purpose, then you will know what you can accommodate and what you shouldn't accommodate. You don't just see anybody and just welcome them. There are people who comes to destroy you. There are people who came to break you. Now hear this. For everyone you meet in life, some will teach you, some will use you, some will break you, some will bring out the best in you. That's a lesson of life. For everyone you meet in life, some will use you, some will teach you, some will break you, that you feel like drowning yourself by yourself. Then some will bring out the best in you. So oftentimes when you encounter such things, then you ask yourself if you have been through that part where you have faced a lot of critics or you have faced a lot of ups and downs. Are you going to shut the door because you don't want to move forward? No, that's not possible. Shutting the door is not the best thing, but what's obtainable is rebranding yourself, reevaluate your sensory, unlearn the bad things that brought you pain, relearn the good things that brought you joy, and learn something meaningful that add color to your life. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You don't shut the door, but right now you gotta redefine yourself and become a man of purpose, a woman of purpose, a child of value. Then the people who hurt you before wouldn't have the same access to actually do the same thing again. Yes, rebrand yourself. You have to rebrand. You see, when you see a plastic like this plastic being recycled to do a lot of things. After usage, it's being trashed, and people pick it up, recycle it. That is how you recycle yourself. The circle you keep determines what you become. So you don't shut the door, but you have to rebrand yourself. And trust me, they that know you before as a tout, when they see you now, they won't recognize you because you are a new person with a new identity. And they will learn to respect you because you're no longer the weakling they used to know. This time around, you are a rebranded soul with an added value and a new identity. So that's your brother who used to look at you, that your brother who used to look down on you, that your sister who sees no value, that your family member who sees just a nobody. When you're done rebranding yourself, trust me, when they see you, they're not gonna know you again. And they will say, "Good morning, sir." And you have to reintroduce yourself again to them. Then you know that you have developed yourself, you have branded yourself, you have evolved, you have unlearned the bad habits, and you have relearned the good habits that has brought joy to your life. And what is most significant is the peace that comes with the inner moonlight. I once, I was once a plastic bottle. Now I am a man. Really? No, please don't be a plastic bottle. Because if you become a plastic bottle, they will use you and they will kill you. And your destiny cannot be achieved. So don't be a fool. Never. Now, wisdom is profitable to direct. Oftentimes, like verse 4 says, identify a place of success. When you find a place that flows with milk and honey, maybe you don't have the qualification to be there. Have you identified that this place is my place? Right? You cannot die. Have you found out that this place is my place? And when you find out that place is a place for you, you will rebrand yourself. Let me share you a brief testimony B. In my years of searching for job, my younger days, right? Not like I'm so old, but way back 6 years ago, I was looking for job. A place where I went, naturally, I have a very striking audacity and accent that you cannot neglect. I went to a particular company in Lagos, and then I was not yet a graduate, right? I just finished my SSC. There were issues in the family. I needed money to get myself a job so I can further my education. They looked me in the eye and told me, "Hey, young lady, get out of my office. This place is not for undergraduates. This place is for graduates." How does it feel to be humiliated early in the morning? I felt embarrassed. I felt hurt. My hope was shattered. But look at what happened. Then I was slim and she was like, she said a whole lot of things. Do you know what I did? Hmm. I went back home. I like that company. Do you know why? I'm trying to I'm trying to explain the word that says identify a place of success. I like that company because if I work with that company, I'm going to achieve a lot for myself that I don't know. There are a lot of things I'm going to learn working there. That's because I have purpose. So that's why I want to do anything to be hired in that company. And this lady told me, "Oh, physically you're beautiful," that she likes my physique, but sorry, I'm not a graduate. She's not going to give me that job. I said, okay. I cried. I wailed. I went home. Do you know what I did? I said, I don't want to live a fake life. I don't want to have a fake identity just because I want to impress somebody. But because I was a woman of purpose, I came back home and I prayed. I said, Father, Lord, I want to work in that company. Is either by hook or by crook. Is either that woman takes me or she's being sacked. That is my prayer. I said I want to be there. Two captains cannot be in the same ship. Is either she's being sacked or I get employed. So what did I do? I didn't go to other places because that's the place I want. A man of purpose understands the place of success, identifies it at a first glance. I went back home, I started reading. Okay, and I tried to evaluate myself by myself. I tried to judge myself by myself. Like, okay, what exactly that made this woman not accept? I even told her that I'm willing to learn on the job, that I'm humble, I like to learn, I like study. She said, no, 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 that she does not have that time to teach because she was the manager, right? So then I came back home and I prayed. I studied, I started making research about that company. I made research to the topmost directors, their identities and their profiles. Weeks to make the research and I master everybody's identity. The next time I want to appear, I found out that the CEO of the company likes a very smart, intelligent women. Oh my word, I was prepared. Then I went back to that office, very rebranded. No longer the weakling, no longer the crying baby, no longer the pleading baby. Audaciously went there confidently with my identity dressed exclusively amazing that the lady couldn't recognize me. She was in the front desk, and when I walked into that place, she shouted, "Oh my word, you are so beautiful." She was so overwhelmed by my appearance that she didn't see any need to go through my CV. And she told me, "You are qualified. or guys in the office, please this way. And don't forget, remember, I prayed about it. I have prayed and I've told God what I wanted. And at a first glance of seeing the CEO of the company, do you know what I got? Congratulations, Queen Emilia. Have a seat. And when my interview session started, B, my interview section was exclusively educational. This is not an office where you have to sleep your way through a position. No, it is intellectual questions. And guess what? I answered all, from physics to English, down to geography, down to CRS, down to current affairs. And guess what? I was not yet in the university. I was asked university questions and I answered. And the boss said, congratulations, you got the job. I got the job with an official car. When I begin to check my bio data and find that I just only have SSC and a computer certificate, I'm walking into the most office tomorrow with my shirt off. Be a such a drama. You're such a drama. I want you to let it be unto you according to your faith, my love. So that experience, yeah, it took 2 months for the CEO to understand that I was not yet a graduate. My WAEC results were excellent. I had 6 A's, 2B, and 2C's. It was 9 subjects. So my WAEC result was very efficient. And he said, Queen, are you teachable? I said, sir, very well. I went through some training, and guess what? Within 1 month, the other lady was sacked. This has nothing to do with sexual harassment. This has to do with competency and value. Value makes a difference in your results. When you are a man of purpose, what should you be identified as? You don't go and become rude to abuse people. Why should this job be given to you? You have to prove yourself worthy. Every critical position in that office till I left that office was intellectual. An office where you write exam. An office where you write exam, you script. It has nothing to do with beauty. Yeah, your physical attraction is important based on the outdoor events, but it has to do with here. So sometimes certificate is 100% important, but there are people who cannot defend the certificate. If you own a company and you found a young promising staff or young promising applicant who's ready to learn anything, please employ that person. Do not lose that person energy because he or she does not have the qualification you need. No, there are levels to things. That person that is not yet a graduate could become the next prime minister. It's a matter of time. All fingers are not equal. That you're born rich does not mean the other person who came from a poor background is a nobody. No. What matters is he teachable? Is she teachable? Same thing in relationship. Nobody has it all. Nobody's perfect 100%. But if you find a heart that is valuable enough to learn you, why don't you give it a try? Even though when that person is not in the same class as you are, you can make that person to become classy like yourself. As far as the person has a spirit of humility to learn. That's the most important thing. Sometimes you could be blessed with someone who is teachable. You that is the leader, can you teach? Do you have the patience for the learner to learn? Another question is, how do you teach? Do you teach with critic Do you teach with emotional abuse? Do you teach with manipulation? How do you teach? Your approach and mannerism determine how your learner grow. As I'm teaching right away, if I'm being abusive, you won't stay to listen. That is how growth is, whether it's relationship, whether it's work relationship. I see some people abuse people because they're opportune. If you're fortunate to have a silver spoon, does not give you the right to ridicule the next person, because that person you're trying to ridicule or reduce to a nobody could be your savior tomorrow. Nobody has it all, and you cannot stay wealthy forever. In a blink of an eye, you can lose all your empire, and that your maid that once cleaned your house becomes somebody more relevant. And if you once treated that your maid badly, would you have the guts to go to them and say, "Oh, please help me"? That is why it's good to treat everybody with love and respect, regardless of who they are. Value what you have when you have it, because when you lose it, you might not get it back. The reason why you see politicians today keep recycling their being to keep going anti-clockwise is because of value. You see this man, he's a president, as he's signing out, he wants to ensure he puts his own person there. So the wealth, they keep getting richer. Hmm? Going forward, they will always leave somebody to be inside the system that will help them. So in all you do, build a system that works. So while we continue, don't forget the first key point is set your goals right. Second key point is identify who you are. Third point is write a biography of who you want to become. Number four is identify a place of success. When you miss one road, you will know more road. Hmm. In everything you do, learn to ask questions. Don't be okachangmara. Don't be okachangmara ihe niile. Don't be ITK. I too know everything. Don't be master of everything. Don't be jack of all trades, master of none. Learn to ask questions. Every exceller must ask questions. Because for you to succeed, you have to learn to do extraordinary things. Put more effort to what you do. Key point number five, preparation. If you review my testimony that I just shared, remember the first time I was rejected, the first time I was rejected, I went back and prepared myself, more prepared, more equipped for what is bigger that is coming. A lot of people cry for opportunities, but how prepared are you if the opportunity comes? Be right now, you are envisioning working with Elon Musk. What if tomorrow your thoughts finally come through? How prepared are you? One thing is to think positively. One thing is to envision. Another thing is to prepare yourself for that thing you're hoping for. Faith is an action not seen. You believed, but it has not come. But you believe it's going to come. You're having faith. You're envisioning that tomorrow I believe it's going to walk into Elon Musk's office and I'll be hired. Now, if God or time, chances, opportunity brings that opportunity to your desk, are you prepared for it? Because a lot of people has lost lots of opportunities because of lack of preparation. Don't only read because you want to write exam tomorrow. You have to keep reading because exam might come when you least expect. That's what makes you an extraordinary being. Exams will manifest when you least expect. So you have to prepare. Preparation is very important. Prepare to arrive where you are going, because when preparation meets opportunity, it paves way for itself. Do you understand? When preparation meets opportunity, it paves way for itself. So you have to always prepare. How prepared are you to become the CEO? How prepared are you to become the president? How prepared are you to become an accountant? How prepared are you to become that zonal director? Are you prepared to arrive to your desired destination? How prepared are you? So, Father Lord, give me opportunity. Dear God, give me opportunity. Father Lord, I wish to work with Elia Marks. Hello. If God grants you an opportunity to be in an environment where Elia Marks is, are you prepared to talk to him? Are you prepared to answer his questions? These are relevant things you should ask yourself. Are you prepared? How prepared are you? But because you're not prepared, you lose that opportunity. Because when preparation meets opportunity, it paves way for itself. Be prepared at all times. When you do this, God will bless you. And lastly, sometimes some people are not prepared. That's why when money comes, they mismanage it. Hmm. That your biggest dream that you want to do. Oh, I want to be a rich man. I want to do this. And when that money enter your hand, when that money enter your hand, it has become jargons. It has become story. Riches can finish in 1 year, but wealth will never finish. Riches can finish in 1 year, but wealth can never finish. So be a creator with excellence. Be a creator with, I don't know what I want to say, but be a creator with value. When you do these things, you will not just have productive results, you have lots of testimonies. Be a creator with excellence. I still remain Queen Emilia Donatus. Like, comment, and share. Subscribe to my channels, like, and comment. So if you have a question, ask me. B, are you there? If you're there listening to me, let me know. I want to give a big shout out to all my fans, all my subscribers, all my support system. May God bless you. But try to be a person of purpose, a person of value, a person of excellent works. It will help you. Trust me. It will really help you. It will really, really help you. So while I sign out right now, I shall see you again. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, a glorious night. I just want to let you know that I love you. I love you. Say, sweet Holy Spirit, I love you. Thank you, Jesus. So I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. See you in my next life.